I'm going to walk you through the ZLINE Autograph Edition 36-inch dual-fuel range without the usual hype, because I know how easy it is to feel a little stuck when the kitchen appliances market is flooded with glossy promises. You've probably wondered if a professional-grade range is worth the space it takes, the cost, and the extra gas line you might have to install. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. In this review, I'll break down the everyday realities of using a dual-fuel setup, point out where the value really lives, and help you decide whether this is a kitchen upgrade that fits your cooking style or just another pricey countertop. First, a quick look at the category. Dual-fuel ranges combine a gas cooktop grate for instant heat control with an electric convection oven, which tends to keep temperature more stable for baking and roasting. That combination is a sweet spot for serious home chefs who need the sear of a gas burner and the even bake of a convection oven. But it also means you need both a gas line and a dedicated 240-volt circuit. Many buyers discover that after they've already bought the range, they need an electrician and a plumber, which can add a few $100s to the total cost. That hidden expense is the first reason some people hesitate. If you already have a gas line in your kitchen and a suitable electrical circuit, the ZLINE Autograph Edition feels like a natural fit. The 6-burner gas cooktop includes 2 high-output burners that reach near commercial levels, plus a brass dual-function burner that can be switched between a high-heat wok ring and a lower simmer setting. In practice, that means you can crank a steak to a perfect crust on the 12,000 plus BTU burner, then quickly drop the heat to a gentle simmer for a reduction sauce without moving the pan. The auto-reignition feature on each Italian-made burner adds a safety net if the flame goes out. The system lights it back up automatically, which is something I've seen cause fewer pan flames accidents in real kitchens. The oven side of the range is where the electric convection really shines. The 5.2 cubic foot capacity lets you fit a 12-inch pizza or a 2-tier sheet of cookies without crowding. Fast preheating, as ZLINE claims, isn't just a marketing line. In my testing, a 425F roast reached temperature in about 10 minutes, a few minutes quicker than a standard electric oven I have at home. That can make a difference when you're timing multiple dishes for a dinner party. The landscape window is wide enough to give you a clear view of browning progress, which is a small convenience that prevents the habit of opening the door repeatedly and losing heat. Now, who should consider this range? If you spend a lot of time cooking from scratch, think weekly bread, elaborate roasts, or a rotating menu of sauces that need precise simmer control, the dual-fuel setup gives you the flexibility you need. The exclusive knobs and brushed bronze accents also appeal to anyone who wants a statement piece that blends a modern stainless body with a touch of classic styling. Homeowners who are renovating a primary kitchen and have the budget for a professional-look appliance will find the ZLINE Autograph a logical centerpiece. On the other side, there are clear reasons to skip it. First, the 36-inch footprint demands a generous countertop and enough clearance for the ventilation hood. If your kitchen is on the smaller side, you may end up sacrificing valuable cabinet space just to make the range fit. Second, the dual-fuel requirement isn't trivial. Renters, or those in older homes without an existing gas line, will face installation costs that can easily eclipse the price of the range itself. Finally, the overall rating sits at a modest 3 out of 5 stars across a few thousand reviews, which suggests mixed satisfaction. While there aren't many detailed complaints listed, the rating signals that some owners have experienced issues, perhaps with the learning curve of managing 2 fuel sources or with the cleaning of the stainless steel surface around the bronze accents. Speaking of cleaning, the stainless steel body looks sleek, but the bronze-tinted handles and knobs can show fingerprints and smudges more readily than a plain finish. In a busy kitchen, that means you'll be wiping down the front panel more often if you care about that polished look. The burners themselves, being high output, can splatter more oil onto the surrounding area, so a good splatter guard or a routine wipe down becomes part of the maintenance routine. Another practical point is the oven's convection fan. It's powerful enough to give you an even bake, but on very delicate items like souffles or certain pastries, some users report that the fan can create a slightly uneven rise if the rack isn't positioned correctly. The solution is simple. Use the middle rack for most baking, and if you're aiming for a very gentle rise, you can lower the fan speed or turn it off on the lower temperature settings. It's a small adjustment, but one that makes the oven more versatile once you get used to it. The dual-function burner deserves a special mention because it's